Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am the Grand Cat and today we're still in the middle of War Games, got 24 hours left to get just a couple of thousand, and then we get the second heroic upgrade for our Finn Balor, and we'll get our first double heroic pro of Summerslam 25. However, today we have completed the daily streak, so let's get our day 7 reward, which is 500 super coins, and then we are of course finishing off the daily streak. And there we go, we've got the Dominik Mysterio chicken nuggies, the nungies that you eat with your fingies. There they are. Is going to give additional speed to all of your Dominik Mysterios, and it also comes with a Roxanne Perez. So we're going to lock both of those down, and this is really strong because our current strongest card is Dominik Mysterio. He's the F3. With the next one being the F1 Rey Mysterio, followed by the F3 Eddie Guerrero, and then of course the Pro Batista. And you can see there that we've got the former United States champion Zelina Vega with the belt over her shoulder. Of course, it belongs to Julia at the moment. But having the chicken nungies for this Dominik Mysterio is going to put his speed through the roof. Also, I'd like to point out the stats here. You can see that Dominik has 80,000 and 80,000 in toughness and charisma. He's got just over 90,000 power and over 100,000 speed, whereas Zelina Vega has 105,000 almost in charisma, 110,000 speed, 91.9 in toughness, and 87.55 in power. So she is ginormous. And remember that this is the limited edition card. There is no pros involved. This is an F3 Dominik Mysterio, and the Zelina Vega blows the Dominik Mysterio out of the water. It is incredible. I've not seen anything like that for quite some time. So it's definitely well worth grabbing. Now let's take a quick look here. We've got our free bonus pack that has the 10% chance of pulling the JC Jane. I would still like to. Like to get that pro. And unfortunately, you can tell there by the plus 26 that we did not get it, because that means we've got 30 cards, not 31. There's 26, there's 27, 28, 29, and there is number 30. And of course, you get 30 cards with the additional chance of pulling the JC Jane. So we're just going to go ahead and skip to results. And there's all of our old school SummerSlam cards. Did we get anything that we can even pro? I don't think so. I think we've got 2 stars on all of these. So we don't actually even need any of them. Wow, that's pretty crazy. There's a brand new Roman Reigns pack that gives you a Roman Reigns legacy, and well, it's taking a little while to load up, but there we go. There's the Shattered from season 5 with his shield gear. There's his Valentine's Day one, the SummerSlam 17 Roman, and there is the season 2 WrestleMania season 2 Roman Reigns. That's pretty crazy, because this card was also reprinted, so it's very unusual to see the original one come back. So that is pretty cool. Got the 100 card case for big old John Cena, and I think... Okay, this isn't what I expected. I was expecting this to be a select set of SummerSlam cards, but it's not, it's just 5 of all of them. And this is just 2 of all of them. And then the Mega Pack is just... gives you a tremendous amount of the old school cards. That's really unusual. They seem to have removed the ones that give you the select set selections. So we've got Lights Out to play. We've also got Blocker Buster to play. So let's just jump right into those. So this gives us another chance at pulling the JC Jane. Now, of course, we did spend credits on this once before and got absolutely nothing, got no rewards at all. So I'm not spending any more credits on this one. The way that I did get the JC Jane was buying some more of the JC Jane packs with the 10% chance of pulling her. And so far we've only pulled 1 JC Jane. I also still have not seen any way to actually grab the Axiom other than off of the actual web store. We're just going to go ahead and claim an exit there. We are 1 Triple H away from getting 2 lines, But other than that, I didn't see us getting anything tremendous from any of that. Let's take a quick look through all of these. Again, nothing of tremendous use in there, the second pack. Again, I think the strongest thing we got there was Feral, yes. So nothing even close to SummerSlam. Next up, we're going to go for Blocker Buster and see if we can get lucky in here. So we need to hunt for these gold and silver belts. Okay, I think we're going to do something like this. Okay, we found a gold belt space. So we're going left and right here. Okay, there's nothing above that area. Now, how do we do this? Is it possible? We'll start with that. I don't think it's possible because we need 3 in this one, and there's nothing that reaches along both of them. Yeah, it sucks, but I don't think there is any real way around it. We're going to do this one here. I've decided I'm going to spend 100 credits just to see. Okay, there wasn't anything there. Let's spend 100 credits just to get 4 more of these, and we will get this gold belt at least. Okay, the gold belt is complete. So we know that the silver belt can't be here. It can't be going up and down the way here, here, or here, which means it's either across the bottom here or it's along here. Those are the only 2 options it can be. And unfortunately, we're not able to test without spending more credits because we've only got 2 spaces left, and it's going to take 3 to remove this one and 3 to remove that one. So unfortunately, we are just going to have to accept our fate here. And we're going to go ahead and claim an exit with just 1 gold belt. And let's see if we can get lucky and pull ourselves another Rey Mysterio. We do have a SummerSlam 25 card, which is a SummerSlam 25 table that's very, very strong, actually. I'm quite pleased with that. It says new card discovered. I presume that is the SummerSlam 25 table. We did not get the Rey Mysterio, but getting that SummerSlam 25 table really makes up for it. You do get better rewards, it seems. Oh, we're going to lock down this guitar as well. You do get better rewards, it seems, from the Blocker Buster than you do from Lights Out. So if you did want to spend credits, I personally would recommend the Blocker Buster. It just is a rather unfortunate if you really want that JC Jane, because it is a really, really nice looking card. However, very difficult to pull. So this one costs £3.69 and has a 10% chance of pulling the JC Jane. Now you might be tempted with this one that's £14.79 because it's a 20% chance, but it's a 50-50 of either the JC Jane or the Rey Mysterio, which actually means you only have a 10% chance of pulling the JC Jane, and you have a 10% chance of pulling the Rey Mysterio. So this is technically better because it's significantly cheaper and gives you the same percentage chance of pulling the JC Jane. So the way that works is there's a 10% chance to get a 100% guarantee of the JC Jane. This is a 20% chance of pulling this pack that has either one of these, which is halved, and of course half of 20% is 10%. So you do have a higher chance of pulling this pack, but you only have half the chance of pulling the JC Jane if that's the card you want. If you're looking for the Rey Mysterio as well, 20% chance is double the chance of grabbing this one. But if you're not looking for the Rey Mysterio and you only want the JC Jane, this is the better percentage option. So that's the one to go for if that is what you're going for. And with that said, folks, I think we're going to continue playing War Games. But before we do that, let's just go ahead and use our Summerslam rocks. We'll finish this up, and then that'll be the end of today's little video. Of course, there's +0 to the mini collection, +0 to the mega collection, because we have already completed them. I am literally just going to go after the hands here. Then just missed that one, because all I'm looking for is the super coins. But we do also have the chance of pulling another Eddie Guerrero or Dominik Mysterio, and we also have the chance of pulling the limited edition old school cards, of which we managed to pull one limited edition old school card, which was Chad Gable. So it's still well worth your time to continue playing rocks even if you have finished the event, because you can still get some very cool little rewards from this, which is why I'm continuing to play it. Now, there we go. So the hand is good because it always gives you 250 super coins. The rocks will give you 3 cards, the Seth Rollins, a rock, and Chad Gable. So if you're looking to get more chances at playing SummerSlam rocks, the Skull pack is the one to go for. It also has a bonus chance of having 20 Chad Gables. That will give you 2 additional chances at playing the SummerSlam Rocks event. The music note gives you the Rey Mysterio, and it also contains up to SummerSlam 25 cards. It's very, very rare to pull a SummerSlam 25 card, but it is possible. I did it once. And the other one is the Lightning Bolt, which gives you a Jey Uso, and it also contains parts of the fusion materials. Got an unhinged card there, Tony D'Angelo, which is required for making your little SummerSlam fusions. And of course, if you get 100 of them, it'll give you a guaranteed SummerSlam 25 card. So those are certainly well worth picking up. And really it just comes down to preference as to what one you're looking for. The other bonus that the little music note has is because it gives you a whole bunch of Valor WrestleMania 41 and of course the chance at SummerSlam 25 cards, is it gives you a lot of cards that you can use to train up any of your new cards to level them all the way up to level 105 without having to use any of the cards that you actually want to keep. There we go. I was waiting for the hands to show up. Oh my goodness. So this is the bonus pack that you can get from the hands. It gives you additional old school SummerSlam cards. You can see that's why they are all shiny. It's a very, very low chance to pull this, but it gives you the chance at a whole bunch of SummerSlam cards that are available on the board. So that's pretty cool actually. That's really, really good. I'm going to go ahead and show you that. So they're part of the Mega Collection. So if we look at the hand, you can see that there's a bonus chance of pulling the Sami Zayn, there's a bonus chance of pulling the Eddie Guerrero or the Dominik, and there's also a bonus chance to get 10 of the following SummerSlam Mega Collection Superstars. So these are all cards that would be part of the Mega Collection. That gives you a chance to finish off the Mega Collection. It also contains a bonus Sami Zayn, 250 credits, and of course gives you 100 experience as well. So getting that bonus chance there is pretty cool. It doesn't really help me out because I've already completed it, but it could very well help you out. Let's take a look at the other bonuses. With the Lightning Bolt, you've got the chance of pulling the foil, or the special Jey Uso. You still have the bonus chance for the Eddie and the Dominik. It also has a bonus chance of 10 of the following random Summerslam cards. So that's not quite as good as the Summerslam cards that are from the Mega Collection, because these could be cards that are anything from that tier. It also contains 1 Jey Uso, 3 of your tokens, and of course 100 experience. The music note has a chance of the foil Rey Mysterio, the bonus chance of the Dominik and Eddie, 10 of the following of the Mega Collection packs. And it also contains a Rey Mysterio and 3 of the following that can go from Valor, WrestleMania 41, Unhinged, all the way up to SummerSlam 25. It also contains 100 experience as well. And the last one is the Skull, which can either have the foil Chad Gable or the foil Seth Rollins, gives you the bonus chance of the Dominik and Eddie, and it has a bonus chance of having 20 of the SummerSlam Chad Gables, and then of course it has a Seth Rollins, a Rock, and a Chad Gable guaranteed in every single pack. So that's what all the different things do. So getting those Mega Collection ones are really, really cool. And also the fact that it gives you 10 of them basically gives you another free shot at playing SummerSlam Rocks as well when you pull that little pack. So that is a very cool little thing to see. It's nice to get it on camera. We'll just go through these one by one. 3 WrestleMania 41 cards there. Then we get our Jey Uso with the fusion tokens. I reckon we could have potentially 4 of these, depending on what we pull. I was trying to go a little bit earlier there. I saw that there was a hand available and jumped at it, but it did not allow me to grab them. So we've got 23 left at the moment. Waiting for the hand to show up, there we go. Just to get 250 credits. Well, not credits, super coins. Super coins and credits are very, very different things. Game, there we go. It was almost like it forgot what it was doing for a second there. So we've got 16 left, so we need to pull at least 4 cards if we are going to get another chance. So what I'm going to do here is, if I pull 3 packs that don't have any bonuses that are anything other than skulls, we would only get 3 cards, which puts up to 9. So what I'm going to do is, the first one I'm going to go for is going to be a skull, which is going to give us 3 cards instead of just 1, which means that we were able to play 1 additional game. And there we are. We're up to over 70,000 super coins once again. Now we're on 11 of 10 cards because we pulled that skull pack that has 3 cards instead of just 1, which allows us to use 1 more SummerSlam Rocks before we continue. Tried to go for the hand and it gave me the lightning that came after it. That was my own mistake. Just a little bit slow on the trigger there. And there we are. We're down to only 4 cards from SummerSlam Rocks. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to work my way through the rest of War Games. The next video you will see is when we finish off the heroic upgrade for War Games, and then we'll get our very first double heroic card. And of course, we have our, if I just go to general, we have our Dominik Mysterio, who only has 48 of his 100 matches. Of course, Zelina Vega has all 100 and hers. And what we're going to do here is we are going to attach the equipment. And we're going to equip the Dominik Mysterio Chicken Nuggies. And you can see that his speed goes up to 131,000. And that is because if we attach this to a Dominik Mysterio, he gains an extra 23,000 speed in addition to the 6,700 speed. And of course, if we level up these matches, if we get the 50 matches followed by the 100 matches, that's going to give us even more stats, of which we can re-roll them to try and make them speed to make Dominik Mysterio into the fastest boy. And you can see that that equipment does make him surpass Zelina Vega, which is very, very strong. We're just going to go ahead and detach that for just now, because we're going to go and level that up with someone. But with that said, folks, that is now going to be it for this little video, and I really hope that you've all enjoyed. And if you did enjoy it, please give me a like, share, and subscribe. And if you are subscribed, make sure you click that notification icon so that you can see when more of these glorious little videos go out. And we might have a video a little bit later on making the Pro Sami Zayns and the Pro Solo Sikoas. But we shall see you all in the next video. Goodbye, everybody.